Welcome back to the channel, and no, your eyes do not deceive you or the thumbnail. Thumbnail always gives it away, and as does the title. But we have brought the SILVERCAR home, and we are about to either do something good or make a tactical error. Hopefully not a tactical error. We're already getting started late, so that's not great, but it's my day off. Been enjoying it, you know, by just chilling, sort of. Looking at tools, gonna buy some impacts. I've never bought a set of impact sockets. I'm fixing to buy a set. SAE and metric. Harbor Freight, of course. Let's start that off. Let's just get that out of the way right now. Yeah, got SILVERCAR home. Drove it home yesterday. Everything was fine. Got to be honest. We got TNT coming up. We're going to try and take this car if we don't screw up what we're fixing to do. But I've also got to say my confidence level is not where I'd want it to be. I cannot stress enough how being comfortable in the car, if you're a stick shift racer and you're watching this, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. But if you're not a stick shift racer, I cannot stress enough how much it means to be comfortable with your equipment. How you feel in the car, how the clutch feels, how the transmission feels. It plays a huge role, in my opinion, in your confidence as a driver. And I'll be honest, I'm not feeling super confident. I'm not happy with the clutch release stuff, how the release point, I'm just not happy with any of it. The transmission, I'm okay with. I'm not super happy. I'm just not super happy with it. But there's really, at the moment, nothing I can do about it. So if we don't mess this part of it up, we're gonna take it to the track to get some baselines. I don't have any real expectations except to get in the sixes. If we can get in the sixes, I'll just call that a win, and not break it. So we'll just call all that a victory, regardless. You know, if it runs a 699 with a 9, granted, that would be underperforming in my opinion. But if I ran 3 of those, I could still say it ran 6s, and if I drove it home without breaking it, I'd feel better. But not that I think it's going to break. I'm just not confident in how the stuff feels. I'm not in love with the steering either. I just don't love it. So might be fixing part of that. Anyway, let's go inside because we haven't been sleeping on the parts thing. I have not been sleeping on the parts deal with this car. We've got our tubular control arms, our K-member, bushings. We still have to get bolts. That's not a big deal. But we've also got both our springs. And honestly, I'm probably a little light on spring pressure up front, but you know, it is what I'm planning for the future. When the aluminum heads go on, I think we'll be a little bit better off. We've got both coilover kits. We've got also, I didn't show you guys this, not opened this yet, and I bought it. Dang, this razor blade's kind of dull. And I bought it months ago. Bought this around Christmas time. They were on sale. It's a set of struts. Oh, the ones there. Staple. Okay. Got a set of struts. Strange 10 ways. This is the first brand new set of struts that I have bought. Whoa. In at least 15 years. So, there it is. Brand new strange 10 way. We got 2 of these deals. So, cool. I'm assuming the other one's in there too. All right, it's got all the information that we need. And I guess we got one little tiny sticker to put on it. Okay, we got struts, coilovers, kit, springs. All we need is bolts. We got this whole deal right here, ready to go. The other thing we got was this little Bobo catch can deal with, oops, this does not go with that, with some line and stuff. It's all black box China, and we've got these breather fittings and this, and we're gonna probably use these valve covers. These are from my homeboy, Don sent these. We're probably gonna put these on SILVERCAR, and then we'll just run us a line into our breather tank, just because it looks cool, not because I really need it. We didn't spend much money on the breather deal, so no big deal there. We also got, again, another black box part. Oh, this is the wrong part. Oh no, that's not. Got a filter from the pump, filter line to the fuel rails. We've got our fuel rails, our regulator, you guys saw that. We've got our intake pump pickup, thank you, Eric. And then we've also got oh, this is something else. We've also got some of our feed line kit. We may need a little bit more line, and we got a bunch of fittings. We're gonna need a couple more fittings, but we've got that stuff. So I haven't been sleeping on parts. I've been getting stuff here and there. We still gotta buy a return line kit, but we don't gotta do all that. Also, I got my my push rods came in. I wasn't expecting them to the end of the month because some don't know when they're gonna ship, but obviously Chinese got their stuff together and got our push rods shipped out to us. So we'll just slide them on whenever we do the, probably when we do the intake swap or whatever, put the Hogan on or whatever we end up doing. David's says he could do something with that low, I don't know. He wants it back. His guy's gonna fix the broken ear, and then David's gonna look, whatever. He says he can do something with it. Or so. We'll see how that all works out. If we get to that point, or if we put the Hogan on, either way. So anyway, this is all the stuff we got. The only thing we're really doing is we're putting the K-member stuff on. So I need to get the car jacked up and start knocking the old crap loose and get it going. So I gotta have it done in a couple days so we can go to the track. So I get myself in this situation all the time. I can't leave well enough alone. I start working on something, and then it's a rush, and then something happens, and then I'm mad, and everyone's frustrated. So let's get to work. Another thing for people that are just getting into Foxes or whatever, the 79, or you should say 78 if you want to include Fairmonts, and Zephyrs up 78 through 86 Fox spindles, they're all the same size, V8 or 4-cylinder, doesn't matter. They're thin, or thick, I should say, sorry, backwards. They're thick. The 87 and up V8 spindles are thinner, and strange struts are only made for the V8s. So if you have an older car or a 4-cylinder car, and you're gonna try and put these on, it's gonna be tight. I mean, you literally have to hammer them on, I guess. I don't know, I've never tried it, to be honest. The Lakewoods come with a wide opening to fit either or, and then spacers if you're using it on a V8 car. So just something to be aware of if you're new to the game and you're buying used parts or whatever, that could bite you. And there is one other thing. This is why you don't throw anything away and why you always read the instructions. I was just glancing through the instructions for the coilover stuff, and you have to reuse, or it says to reuse these 2 factory bushings. So fortunately, I had a couple laying around because I don't throw anything away. I just put it in piles and let leaves get on it, and just drives Teresa crazy because it looks like a hobo lives here. But yeah, so I scrounged up a couple. I was like, oh no, if I got some of these, I mean, I'm sure I got some laying around, but knowing that you got them laying around and actually finding them when you got as much garbage as I do is can sometimes be challenging. So these, we're going to need these as well. We went ahead and assembled our strut deals. The good, if you want to call it the good news, is that with the coilover kit, it comes with new nuts that fit the strange strut. So they fit like a factory strut. I want to say the Lakewoods have a different thread or something. So, but anyway, it comes with new nuts. We did put a little tiny bit of wheel bearing grease. It doesn't say to lubricate them in the instructions, but I just can't put a bearing without some kind of grease on it. So it doesn't say to do it, but I did it. Also sprayed a little WD-40 on the sleeves to make things a little easier. Also, this uses a jam nut versus like the UPRs have a set screw in them. So also, when you're doing this, what's up, Henners? Spanner wrenches are super cheap. I did my first, honestly, couple sets without a spanner wrench. It's a whole lot easier with a spanner wrench. So they're only like $6 or $7, maybe $8. Just go ahead and order one when you're ordering your kits. So, all right. Now we got to do some real work here, not just monkeying around. Our motivation sucks. I'm not even going to lie about that. Teresa's been feeling kind of poorly the last couple of days. Not sick, just not feeling great. Last couple of days, and that affects me. I feel bad for her, so I feel, you know. So, plus, you guys can blame Dawn for this. Dawn's like, don't do it, man. Just run it the way it is, baseline the way it is, then put the QK member stuff on. I'm like, so, you know, I don't need a lot of convincing. So what we're gonna do now is, but he may have sabotaged us because I said, all right, well, I won't do the K member stuff, and then I'll take it out tomorrow. Teresa will be home. I'll take it out tomorrow and put the test slicks on it and go rip it up the road a little bit. Maybe we'll break transmission. Then we'll have to worry about it. We can fix that. He's like, oh no, let's say I didn't want it. Well, too late. That's where we're at now. But one of the things I want to do is I'm going to cut a piece of sheet metal, some thin metal I got, and I'm going to tech screw it and cover this. Cosmetics. It is going to look like garbage, but I'm making an effort because this does look bad, I guess. I don't know, I've been riding around with it like this for years, but I just looked at it and said, you know what, I'll put something across that. Make it look better, or sort of better, kind of better. I don't know. If it doesn't look bad, I'll just pull it off and we'll just have a couple extra holes screwed in the car. Lightweight, that's what I always say, drill a hole, just save some weight. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna take it for a test drive on slicks where we can let it, maybe, hopefully, let it air out a little bit. There will be people at work, but I still have more room than I've had, so we'll give it a shot. We'll top off our Mr. Freeze. I got another jug of speed sauce, so we've got 2.5 jugs of that. I think we're good. We'll try it out, try not to break it, and then that'll be our video. So let me cut this. I even used forms of measurement. I had a builder square, a tape measure, and a marker, and it actually looks fairly straight. I'm gonna show it to you. Tussin Restorations right there, homeboys. You check that out. And we're gonna use those shears right there. We're gonna cut this. You know, it's gonna look like crap. Let's all be honest. We're in the truth tree. Hand puppet, we're in the truth tree right now. It's gonna look like crap. Hold on a minute. It's gonna look like crap. I jazzed him up, guys. He looks French, doesn't he? Oh, like Pepe Le Pew. Still looks like a pile of smashed buttholes, but whatever, man. This kind of stuff is not, I'm not good at anything, let's be honest. So it looks about like I expected, but I don't know. Maybe it's better than it was. Who knows? Better yet, who cares? Ah, c'est la vie! Got the test slicks on, so. ton of tire smoke. He's probably like, what's this fool doing? I mean, I hit the brakes and the fronts just went. Yeah, he was like, take it home. We made it back to the hideout. And let's be honest, that definitely calls for a celebration. I'm doing this wrong. I'm doing this left-handed. Can you believe this? This definitely calls for a celebration. Oh, let's oh, that one was for the police department. Appreciate you guys. Let's be honest, I'm a big supporter of the police. I'm firmly believe in what they do, and if he would have wrote me a ticket right there on the spot, I wouldn't have argued a bit of it, because I had slicks on the car, I was speeding, you know, I was breaking the law, so I would have just, yes sir, thank you very much, you have a good weekend, because he's just doing his job, and his job is to keep, you know, keep the protect and serve, keep the place safe, you know. But he was very understanding, and I certainly appreciate his letting me go, or with a hey, because he was like, are you serious right now? What are you doing? So I certainly appreciate that. If you're a police officer, thanks. I appreciate everything you guys do out there. First responder, EMTs, firefighters, Coast Guard, military, all you guys, we appreciate you. So we got away. I say we got away. We were let go. We didn't get away. We were let go. They were merciful. It feels okay. It doesn't look that fast in the video. I mean, when I'm in, it doesn't look that fast, but it's faster. I guess it feels faster than it looks. I don't know. So, but you guys tell me, here we go. What will it run? We are taking it to the track tomorrow. These are going to be baseline runs. I cannot stress this enough. Baseline runs. We are not going up there with it on kill. We are going up there to just try and get from the starting line to the finish line and to the ET shack and then home. That's all we're trying to do. We don't have any, we're going to make X number of passes. We're definitely not, we don't really have like a ET goal in mind besides running into sixes. If it, like I said, 699, 3 of those, I'll call that a victory and drive it home. If it's faster, that's great. If it's not, that would be disappointing. I'm going to be honest. But we're also probably not going to be leaving on the 2-step. Maybe not power shifting the car. Definitely not for the first pass or 2. So, or 3 maybe, depending on how it runs. So there's a lot of variables in here where we're not trying. I mean, the combination, as always, is listed in the description of this video. So you guys tell me the best pass I ever ran naturally aspirated was 724 at like 93. That was in really cold weather, great track conditions, blah, 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 blah. We've changed a little bit since then. So I don't really have a goal in mind besides what I said, 699. Anything other than that, I really honestly don't know how fast it's going to be or how slow it's going to be. I just don't know. You guys tell me though, what do you think it's going to run? ET, mile an hour, whatever. It's not going to run a 5. Don't even put that down. I don't want to hear that. That's just crazy talk. GT40 heads with a freaking, this is a very, very basic combo on paper. Very basic. Just GT40, non-ported GT40s with a freaking F-cam, Explorer intake, and a VORTECH V1. I mean, I don't want to say it doesn't get any more basic than that, but as far as supercharger combos, it's pretty basic. I mean, the only thing it's really got that's whatever is 10 rib, and it's got the Mr. Freeze on it. Other than that, it's just basic garbage that everybody had in the 90s. So anyway, I guess that's it. A lot of talking, not a lot of working, a little bit of action. Test drive got cut short. Again, thank you to the police department. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for all the ways you guys support the channel. This is a prime example. We got a lot of parts from Eric on this car. We couldn't do it without you, and we wouldn't do it without you. But especially, thanks for watching. And until next time on the Substandard Leader and Fox Body videos on this here man's YouTube, Substandard Fox Bodies, on this here man's YouTube, 1 year only twin turbo Lincoln Town Cars, 4 drag vans, proud owner, proprietor, VIP member, charter member, CEO of Club Big Boost, and as always, fighting a good fight against zombie Mustangs and that rascal Dr. Fear. Wish us luck tomorrow, because this whole thing feels a little sketch to me. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully it's a good one.